Bay played host to 40 of New Zealand's best fencers for a 4-day Fencing Central Open and Training Cup.
We've got fencers from as far down as Dunedin and also as far north as Auckland come in from various regions. A lot from Wellington have driven up, had to battle all the snow and stuff from the last week, a few rough rides in. We had at least 6 national level coaches, all very different coaches, different weapons, different levels of experience.
Fencing is one of 5 sports included in the Olympic Games since its inception in 1869. It requires quick reaction, plenty of concentration, and good hand-eye coordination.
This particular club and sport is very attractive to students who want to do individual sports. They want an individual pursuit where they can be part of a wider team, but they are very focused on their own journey.
I think it's in the realms of being a fantasy. We see things like Star Wars, Pirates of the Caribbean, and it attracts young people and it engages them in a combat, but at the same time there is an element of respect and etiquette that people follow. It's competitive, yes, but it's also a game. And in the end, no one dies and everybody's happy.
Martin Brill is a former Olympian who ranked 7th at the 1988 Seoul Olympics.
I've been passionate about fencing since forever. Competed at the highest level for New Zealand at the Olympic Games in 1984-88. And around about the same time, I was also training to become a fencing coach.
Brill now devotes his time to coaching the next generation of fencers.
We've worked with coaches from around the country, ex-Olympians, coaches commission, etc., and brought together a lot of expertise here into the region so that the students could grow. There's a lot of road ahead of us with our development that's needed.
Wyatt Hosford is a student from Havelock Laws High School. He's been fencing for 4 years.
I have a little sister, and so she joined at the same time as me, and so we kind of started together, we practiced together, and really our interest grew. Everyone thinks it's very interesting and they've seen it at like the Olympics or something, and so a lot of them have come along, had a go. There's lots of sharing of tips and information. You know, it's very easy to get involved with, just generally learn and have fun with friends. And
at 17 years of age, Zoe Congalton's fencing journey began much earlier.
I moved to Hawke Bay when I was about 7 years old. There was not really any place to learn here. There was no one to fence really because there was no club set up, even though there were some fencers in Hawke Bay that really wanted to fence. So my dad and another fencer started a club so we could bring together some of the fencers and introduce some new fencers to create this great environment that we have now.
After a decade of hard work, Zoe represented New Zealand at this year's Commonwealth Fencing Championships in the UK.
Like looking forward to having more women in sabre, which is like a really underdeveloped field of fencing, because you know I want more people to fence and also more women in fencing overall, but specifically in sabre, which is like one category, yeah.
The sport is growing in popularity both in New Zealand and around the world.
When I was competing, there were around about 90 countries participating, but now it's become far more global. And whereas Europe used to be the dominant countries, now we've got China, Japan, America. World champions are occurring all over the world because everyone is able to actually acquire the same coaching skills, and people are just becoming more active.
The sport is fought in 3 categories: foil, sabre, and épée, the largest and heaviest of the weapons.
Fencing is both physical and mental. It's very low risk in injury. But it is a pursuit where it will never end. It's not like some things where you hit a pinnacle and then stop. In fencing, there are always other things to learn. So the journey is very long.
At the end of the Central Open competition, Hawke's Bay Blades Fencing Club won the women's foil and the Hutt Valley Fencing Club won the men's foil and the mixed sabre. For men's and women's épée, the winners were Christchurch P Waka Waka Club and the Tuatahi Fencing Club.
We intend to run this competition and camp every year. Next year we're going to expand out the format. Next year, for example, we'd like to start up a wheelchair league if we can as well. So it's for all ages, it's for all backgrounds, it's for all abilities. We can always find a way to work with anybody.
J Pang, local focus.